Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I'm doing a VR, of course. I'm doing a VR to Rogi Retro Gamer for what do I collect other than video games. So, what else do I collect? It's one of those things I think where, like, collecting anything, like, I suppose it kind of depends on what you're into as well, I think. So, for me personally, I'm quite into a lot of things when it comes to collecting. Some things that I still have yet to collect as well. So, normally for me, it's anything that I'm nostalgic for, like, obviously. For a lot of people, anything that as a kid you were really into, or something you remember so well that you just have to have it for yourself. So the first thing I want to show is these little, they were known as chargers, I think, little Star Wars figures. You can see it. So I've got a couple here. I've got the full set with the scrolls inside. You used to get these in cereal boxes. I can't remember if it was just in Kellogg's ones, I guess, but you got to get these, and I'll get Qui-Gon's one out. Little scroll here. You see, I'll put this aside for a second. I'll open it up. I haven't actually touched any of these since I picked them up, so I'm just trying to be a bit careful with them in case they're fragile. Obviously, they are decades old now. So yep, as you can see, you've got the Star Wars Episode 1 bit here, and then you've got all about Qui-Gon down here. These are really cool. Like, I don't know if, off the top of my head, if I did have a full set as a kid, but I actually saw these at a boot sale. I saw a couple. I think it was like I think it was three actually. I saw a boot sale, and the woman just kind of threw them in for nothing when I bought some Halo guides, I think. So, but they are. But then I bought some. I got some at the boot sale, and then I got some through the Facebook Marketplace. Someone was selling them, and I think I paid like £7 or £8 for all of them. It's a bit steep when I think to myself, I got three of them for free. Tongue twister. But yeah, I think it's definitely something I'm nostalgic about. Definitely something I want to keep for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can really tell, but they were sun faded. The woman did tell me that they were faded by the sun on the back, so which is fine because obviously I display them at the front like you do. So yeah, those are something for my collection, which I enjoy. So moving on, we've got something. Again, I'm pretty new at collecting, and that's hats, which is a weird thing because I've never really been much of a guy to wear hats, but I really do like them now. So the most recent hat I had was this PlayStation one that I got for Christmas. I really like it. I really like gaming hats like that. I really do. I think, just a hat kind of tells a person's personality, I feel, which is quite cool. But no, I really like wearing this. I only really like wearing hats when I've shaved my head, because if I put it on now, if I put it on now like this, it's just like I can feel the hair just poking out at the back of the thing, and I'm just kind of I'd rather have it when my hair's really short when I wear it. So so that's that. And I've got a Crash one, a Nitro Fueled one. I got this from Game. They were having a half price sale on it, so this would actually only cost £2.50, which is actually a real bargain, and I'm really glad I picked this up. Originally I thought it was only £5, so that's why I was going to get it anyway, but I didn't realise that it was £5 then 50% off, so £2.50, you can't beat that really. And then the last hat I got was probably the first hat I started wearing in a long time ago, and that's obviously the original Ash Ketchum Pokemon hat. I picked this up at Comic-Con 2016, I believe. It was actually the last time I went, wow. But yeah, I picked this up at a stall. Love it, really enjoy it. Just typical nostalgia, really. What else? So, as well as the hats, etc., I also collect some videos, some VHS tapes. I think a lot of it stems from just as a child, just having them. So because obviously I had them as a kid, and like some of them I still have, which is pretty cool. Obviously, if you watch my Guyver video, you know I have all the original Guyver videos, so there's that. I also have... I'm a big fan of the old school wrestling, so I collect the wrestling ones as well, as some other YouTubers that I've seen, and they are very nostalgic for me. Like, I love wrestling back then, like anything from like 1990, I guess, from when I was born, like up to like probably, I don't know, 2000 and... like I've seen up to like the beginning of 2009. That's kind of where I've got up to in some of it, because like originally I only liked from like 2007 up to 2007, but then I kind of went forwards. So yeah, I love collecting these, and what I like about these, especially this one, is I remember me and my twin, we both went to Bewley on like residential trips when we were in year 6 at school, and like, I remember when I was away, he picked up one from Asda where they sold them at the time. He picked up Chris Jericho Break Down the Walls, for those of you who know the videos, and I picked this one up, Fully Loaded 1999, probably the most memorable the most memorable wrestling video that I own, just because I've seen it so many times. It's a great pay-per-view, lots of interesting matches, you know, nothing that's really boring, because sometimes you have matches that are just boring, but every match on here is worth it. It's so cool. I really enjoy watching it. But I also have some other ones, like I have like some of the older In Your House ones. This is the first In Your House I actually have in terms of like the set that I have, so I need to get like the first 3, and I want to get the other ones that I'm missing. But yeah, these are really fun to watch, and yeah, I really do enjoy them. I haven't watched them in a while, so I might go back. But in terms of wrestling, like, nothing beats like the era of like the Alliance WCW thing back in 2001. For me, that was like one of the best times in wrestling. So, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I just realised I was going to show something else, but I haven't got it. Just bear with me 1 second.
2 seconds later.
So, one other thing, wrestling-wise, that I consider to be like the rarest wrestling thing I own, and it's something I don't think a lot of people actually own. It's hard to kind of pinpoint how rare it is, because I don't know how many people like have like own anything like this, but this is very historic for good and bad reasons. So Owen Hart, as a wrestler, obviously, if you know, you know. In 1999, May 1999, he passed away during a pay-per-view. He was supposed to be... his character was a Blue Blazer, and he was going to descend from the ceiling, which he has done before, as his time as the Blue Blazer, but something went wrong. He fell from, I don't know how high, but he crashed down to the ring. I think it was the ring or the outside, I can't remember. Obviously, he was really badly hurt. They were performing CPR, etc., but a few matches later, they have to announce that he's dead. And that pay-per-view was Over the Edge 1999. Again, a pay-per-view with a lot of good matches on it, etc., but obviously a very sad moment for the Hart family. And weirdly enough, this is a burned DVD of that pay-per-view. I found this on eBay. I can't remember how much I spent on this DVD, but it was recorded from Sky Television, and yeah, I've this little bit of paper here is just like the match list of all the matches, and I don't know who else owns this, if anyone owns this. I'm not saying this is like a one-of-a-kind thing and I'm amazing for having it, but like, this is one of those items where it's so unique, and I don't know, because it's burned from that, obviously the pay-per-view was never officially released because of it, so like, how many people have rewatched this since? You know, bearing in mind people would have seen it on Sky Box Office or Sky Sports, and people have seen it when they were there at the pay-per-view. So, you know, how many people have really seen this DVD or this pay-per-view in general? So this is kind of like a holy grail kind of item. I don't really want to call it that, but again, I don't know how many people own it. So, you know, there's that. What else do I collect? In terms of other videos, I've got some other random ones, like some of the films, like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and Bad Boys 2, like back when they were still coming out with videos at the time. Also some of the older Mr. Bean videos. They're pretty funny. I really enjoy them. I haven't watched them in forever, but they are definitely the kind of ones that I do enjoy, and I do like them. But yeah, again, you know, something I'm probably never going to get rid of just because it's nostalgic for me and it's something I really enjoy, so I'm just going to keep that as it is. What next? We're going to go. So, next thing I like to collect, I'm a big Power Rangers guy. Don't really collect the toys and stuff much, even though I probably would in the future. But like getting these, having these, like my twin brother had these. So this is like a German copy, but you can do the audio in English. My brother had these and he gave them to me. Obviously now you can get them in you can get them in Region 2, which is our area, so you can pick them up. But this is Region 3, so it plays on any DVD player. And it was massive for my childhood. This was literally my childhood on a plate. Literally. Power Rangers was everything. I ate, slept, drank and bled and all sorts of things for Power Rangers. It was completely my thing. And because of that, and because of the fact that I was a Power Rangers guy, also VR Troopers and Beetleborgs were also something part of my childhood as well. Now, as you can obviously imagine, like, these came out, obviously they're on DVD, but obviously, because if you've seen my Game Room tour, you know I have a multi-region DVD player, so I can play any DVD on the planet that I want to. So obviously that means I can then get stuff like this. So I suppose that's another segue into the fact that I also collect Region 1 DVDs that you can't get anywhere else, or that you can't play on normal DVD players. I wish you could get Masked Rider, which is like the third spin-off show to Power Rangers, but you can't, unfortunately. There's like a couple of videos that came out, I think, but other than that, you just can't get it like you can with these. But they have been releasing the Power Rangers series and all that frequently, so hopefully they get to do that with Masked Rider and stuff, and hopefully that works out. Other region shows we've got. Obviously, if you're a big fan of stuff like Dog the Bounty Hunter, like me, the first three, as you know, came out, the best of series season 1, 2, and 3 came out on DVD in our region, but also, like, I've also got the Region 1 copy of Series 2, just best of Series 2, just because it comes with a couple of different episodes on it. So it's like, you know, just having that as is, but obviously got some of the other ones as well. There's a couple more down there as well, but yeah, this is another good one. This is another thing that I collect because I have multi-region DVD player. It just makes things easier, right? Which also means I can get Impractical Jokers on DVD. That way, on DVD. Again, like, with streaming services and stuff like that being big, obviously, and probably the future, like, DVDs in general to me are like a collectible, and it's something that we'll have because it's one of those things where they do take stuff off streaming services a lot, and I much prefer to have a physical copy just so I know that I'm always going to be able to watch it whenever I want and not have to worry about, oh, do I have to watch it and then I won't be able to watch it again because it's not on the streaming services or anything like that. But obviously, if you know the Impractical Jokers, you know, funny guys, amazing content. I've got 5 seasons of it, but 6, 7, and 8 have been released on DVD, but they're just really hard to get hold of. Like most Region 1 DVDs are, they're really hard to, like, the ones you like can't get, they're really hard to get hold of, so it wasn't easy. Funnily enough though, my Impractical Jokers 4 only cost me £1.24. Just because it was on a bid, and like there were so many of the same thing going on, the same DVD selling going on, so there was everyone was bidding on it, but I managed to do the winning bid. So I think it was like £1.24 or £1.54, something like that. But I did do it. So there's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, there was one other thing. Just bear with me.
A few moments later.
So one of my other favourite Region 1 DVDs that I own is one of my favourite TV series growing up. I used to watch it on Channel 5 back when Channel 5 actually had good stuff on it. And it's very much something that like I would never get bored of watching just because it's so cool, and that's Martial Law. Now if you remember it, you know, Samo, great guy, funny, did a lot of his own stunts, which was cool, you know, and it kind of says, you know, and it shows that people, you know, no matter what size you are, you can do things no matter what, and Sammo Hung proves it in both series of this. 44 episodes, which is a bit sad, but I really enjoy it. Like, I really want to watch it again, but I've got such a backlog of DVDs, just like the games, so unfortunately it's going to be a little while. And the last couple of things is I'm a big Gordon Ramsay fan. Me and my twin brother have visited about 8 of his restaurants now, including his Michelin star ones, and there is no other better dining experience than a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. There have been some criticisms at some of them, but like when we went to his 3 Michelin star one, obviously, you know, that was a dining experience like no other. You know, it's like I literally, at one point, I took 1 sip of water, put it down, and a waitress came over and filled my drink up a little bit more, and it was just like, oh my god, that's crazy. But it's such an experience. Yes, the portions are pretty small. That's fine dining, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. Anyway, moving back onto this. So I've got a lot of the Gordon Ramsay DVDs. So I've got all series of the UK Kitchen Nightmares that came out. I've got 14 series. 14? Yeah, 14 series of Hell's Kitchen. I've got the F Word. Series 1 to 5. Yes, I don't know what I'm doing. 1 to 5. And I've got Kitchen Nightmares USA Series 1 and 2. Now, this sign represents Australia and New Zealand, which is Region 4. But again, multi-region DVD player, so we're going to be able to play them all. But just watching all of these is so cool. Just watching him in different environments, different stages of his career in cooking, and is building his restaurant empire. Hell's Kitchen especially is such a joke. Like, if you've never seen it, you've got to check it out. It's so funny. Even if you're not like into cooking stuff, like cooking shows and stuff like that, like the fact that it's like a reality show as well, it's just so funny, and it's just really weird in some respects, but also very amusing. But is that everything? I think that's everything. Oh, and going back to childhood stuff, obviously the original Pokemon DVDs. I've got Digimon as well, which is in my room. I forgot to bring it out. But yeah, Pokemon. Now the first series of Pokemon has come out for Region 2 for people to see. It's pretty cool because, I mean, I might get that and over this because, I mean, I like this. It was like, it fit for me at the time, but it's just like, you know, all 78 episodes of the original. It's a bit sun-faded now. You can see by that in the back, just from where it's sat on my shelf next to the window. But again, it's obviously so nostalgic. Pokemon is Pokemon. You know, it's a household name, blah, blah, blah. Everything else like that. So I do have all the ones like the Adventures of the Orange Islands, which classes as like the second series, I suppose. And then you've got like the Region 1 things. You've got like the Johto Journeys, then the second part, and then Master Quest. But the thing that annoys me about this is that this isn't the proper Master Quest, because on the other part, there's like a big DVD where there's like a second part of Master Quest where Ash actually fights Gary again. I say again, I don't know. But yeah, fights Gary, so it's a bit like, well, why isn't it on this? So it's like, I'm hoping with either the Shout Factory DVDs that they hopefully can actually bring out a Region 2 version of them. If they bring out the first one, they're hopefully going to bring out the other ones. But yeah, like again, I just wish hopefully they do with those, because I just really want them. Because I do love it, and I'm probably going to go back and watch them, since I've now grown a real big love for Pokemon again, which for some reason it kind of disappeared a little bit, but now it's back, so we're all good. And the last thing I'm going to show is back to the videos. I do have some of the, I think the first like 12 volumes still of Pokemon, the videos. I've got the films as well, all the movies, the first 4 movies. Mewtwo Strikes Back, obviously then I've got the original 3 as well. Obviously, yellow video like it did from the past. Like it did from the past, it is the past. But yeah, it's great. The Poké Rap, obviously everyone loves Poké Rap. But yeah, it's just all nostalgia, and I just really enjoy it. And it's so great to just be able to have these things and just say, you know, this was me. You know, looking at the stuff I have now versus what I've got from my past is just, it's amazing. And it's really heartwarming, and it just makes you feel like, you know, you're doing what you love, and that's the most important thing. So anyway, guys, that is it. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you to Roger Retro Gamer for putting out the community challenge. I really hope you enjoyed my selection. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys are into Region 1 DVDs. Like, do you have a multi-region DVD player? Do you watch any like series and stuff that you can't get over here? And is there anything that I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know. But anyway, don't forget, guys, hit that like button, subscribe down below, and notifications turned on for my latest videos. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching and subscribing. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you're doing. And as always, guys, take care of yourselves.